The next game between the Washington Spirit and Gotham FC,
bruh.
This is what we.
Yeah, let's just say it's going to be either, a bag of crisps or French fries because it's going to be chippy out there. You feel me?
So,
jeez.
Okay, but so this is. I want to make sure we dedicate a fair amount of time to this because we talked about it briefly yesterday. But Ashlyn Harris, the Ashlyn Harris drama between.
The clapback for wifey.
That's right, and it was obviously relevant yesterday, given all the Will Smith stuff and everything. So that's what we talked about.
By the way, Leslie, I'm with you. She said, "I won't believe we've qualified until we're stamping our ticket to Qatar." Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so shout out to at Support Woso right here on Twitter, who compiled a thread of the whole thing so that we can just go through it all.
Right. So if you don't know, Gotham FC now has Ali and Ashlyn on the squad. They played Washington Spirit champion, Washington Spirit. Everyone involved has been on the show, like you said. Ali and Ashlyn have been on our show multiple times. We've had Trinity Rodman and Ashley Sanchez both on our show of the Washington Spirit. So there's a video of, I believe it's Ashley Sanchez kind of juking Ali Krieger, and you could tell the pitch is a little weird, and Ali Krieger falls. Like an AM1 mixtape.
Yeah.
You got to put this out, right? You got to put this out. You got to put some dope music behind it. You throw it up in slow-mo, and you act like you did something big. And look, Ashley Sanchez is an incredible, dynamic, young forward. So this happens.
We've spoken to her. Check out our interview with her anytime you like.
Incredible. So they put it up, and they tag Gotham FC, and they said, hey, at Gotham FC, too soon? Mm-hmm. Which you're inviting this by doing that.
Yeah.
If you just put this up and they clap back, it's like, all right, you looked for it, but still, I get it why you would clap back. Tagging, making the whole thing about Gotham FC by saying, yo, is this too soon? This, you're inviting a pretty vicious response.
Right.
And Ashlyn was like, oh, I got one of those.
So as you can see it on the screen, it says, Ashlyn retweets it, quote tweets it, and says, get us a professional field, and then we can talk. Until then, take your amateur shit back to your high school field.
Okay.
All right, so it's getting real now.
I heard what you said, but all I heard was click, clack. You know what I mean?
So the main thing here is there was a little bit of Gotham FC and a lot of the NWSL teams. The banter is part of the league.
Yeah.
It's part of the fun. We enjoy watching the games, but this is also part of the entertainment of the league. So I think there was a little bit of back and forth about this. This game ended in a draw. It was 1-1. A penalty from Christy Mewis, her first goal for Gotham FC.
Trinity responded. I think I saw that.
And then Ashley Hatch scored the other goal. But then Trinity Rodman got in here. Okay, so this is I want to kind of talk about all the different angles because I don't even know if this thread captures all of them.
Trinity, though, I mean,
but Trinity,
what a young player, signed a $1 million contract, and she came in. She said, "Yo, we still got them streets, bro." She said, "I don't see anyone else falling like that. You can accept her ankles got broke."
Okay, so look, there's a lot happening because literally everyone involved has been on our show. Mm-hmm. We have love for a lot of people involved in all of this.
I told you the side we've chosen is the side of beef. You feel me?
Okay. It pairs well with this moonshine.
You know, the sommelier suggested it based on our drink choices.
So look,
Joey Gusto said, Ashlyn Harris is the human embodiment of Gunny. Shouts to Gunny, the self-hating gun, who gives us transfer rumors. For those of you who remember the OG show.
Okay, and you can see here the Gotham admin weighs in shock, speechless after Ashlyn Harris's comment. Ali Krieger weighs in as well. She goes, I'm dead. She said high school, and of course I fell on that shit surface. Okay, so this is the one thing. I'll say this about the...
Alan Krieger did I'm not going to say, hey, you shouldn't have said that. I'm going to be like, I'm going to reiterate what's been said just to let you know I'm choosing the same side.
So, and I'll say this. As far as just the pitch, this is, I believe, Segra Field or something like that. That's where they played. They played
right.
this game. Washington Spirit occasionally play their games at Audi Field.
Look, Voluminous said low-key Spirit fans hate that field too.
Yeah, that's right. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
So a lot of Spirit fans were like, we are in agreement. We understand that the field is
We're all on
awful.
the same page, Ashlyn.
Right. But this is the thing, is that as bad as the field might be, the video we see is the video that we see. We see Ali Krieger getting cooked, and Ashley Sanchez has cooked a lot of people.
Bro, she a chef. She's a damn chef out there.
So look, we get that, and
John Carl Trent said, "Get my field's name out your goddamn mouth. It will never end." I love it.
So it is what it is. So the discourse around this has been a little bit of there's banter between the clubs.
Yeah.
Let it rock.
Right.
And then some people being like, Ashlyn didn't need to say anything because now she's drawing more attention to this.
Yeah, but that's the fun part.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not judging here. I'm not judging the discourse because I love it. It creates this segment on this show. Okay, so that happened. Oh, okay,
right.
okay. So. Okay. So then, I wanted to highlight this one very, very quickly. So then this one, Ashlyn responds to to Trinity, and you can see it right here.
Can I read this? Because I feel like you might not give this the sauce it needs. Are you ready? Are you prepared to give it the sauce? Because let me tell you something. The last word needs to be delivered with a certain je ne sais quoi.
I'll do my best.
Go ahead.
I'll do my best. Okay.
If not, I'll follow up. So I'm prepared. I'll be your understudy.
Okay. So this could be we're auditioning. In this scene, I am Ashlyn Harris, and I'm responding to Trinity Rodman's tweet. Okay. So here goes. Oh, my bad. One camp in, and she's feeling confident, honey. Woo!
All right.
How'd I do?
I think you did good. But I think the part you're not getting is that there's an undercurrent of anger, right? I mean, you must not have read the page before.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I must have not seen it. Okay,
so this is Ashlyn looking at her phone as she's reading it. Oh, my bad. One camp in, and she's feeling confident, honey.
Yours sounded like you were actually talking about the food, honey. You're like, is there work?
I may be hungry. Now, the period at the end, also wild aggressive.
You went far. You really went for it with the period.
You ended the sentence, bro.
And she put the kissy emoji
or the
whoo. Okay. So this is the intro, and this is the tweet.
Someone said Cooligans Theater.
This is the tweet that a lot of people, this is where they now they're picking sides, right? And then you start realizing there's a lot of history with Ashlyn and Ali at the Washington Spirit. They apparently left on not great terms, and that's what I've heard. Things like that.
Also, don't forget Ali's from Washington.
Yeah,
she's
Virginia or
Potomac.
DMV
She's
area.
the Potomac area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Potomac. You know how I know that? I think that's
Potomac?
I think so. Jamel Johnson's from there. That's how I know that.
So this is where.
So this is like her local squad. She's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I pick sides, yo. I'm a shooter.
Ashlyn is defending her wife, and maybe felt the Washington Spirit went a little too far, and it is what it is. And nobody's like, there's no personal attacks or anything like that. They're just making there's I would say friendly banter, but this particular tweet is when
it's the one camp in.
Yeah,
the feeling that you haven't earned it yet.
Yeah,
this is now because don't forget Trinity Rodman, very different than her dad. She's right now she's the young Jordan.
She's the future of the league.
This is Allen Iverson crossing up Jordan. That's this moment right here.
Yeah,
is where you're like, oh, Trinity Rodman may be most likely. It looks like she is the future of the game of women's soccer. And Ashlyn's like, we ain't out of it just yet. You know what I mean?
And then,
you may be the big thing in 5-6 years, but right now, I'm still here.
So like I said, after this tweet, this is when a lot of people started picking sides.
That's where you heard a lot of click-clacks.
Ali Wagner retweeted it with a laughing emoji saying, I love this league. Also,
she said, love this league. You had the I.
I'm just adding a little bit of context around it, a little bit. Then also, let me see if it's in this thread. Glennon Doyle,
wife of Abby
Wambach.
Also very vocal about women's soccer.
Yes, she's become very super fan. Like that's just where like her in social media. This is why she kind of shows. But then this is where I think the discourse started getting a little bit shaky because you started seeing a little bit.
They made it about the relationship.
It made it about. Trinity has no place in saying this, which I don't think is exactly.
I disagree.
Is exactly fair.
Nah, you clap at someone's squad. Any squad member can clap back.
Okay, but so Glennon said, Washington Spirit seems to have forgotten the first commandment of the soccer: "Thou shalt not f with another woman's wife." Silly spirit geese. Okay, so. I like that she's throwing more fuel onto the fire, but I don't agree with this at all.
Yeah,
I don't agree with this either. There was another tweet from Glennon about like sort of respecting your elders or of a sort of kind of thing.
Stupid suggestion. Not her. Stupid suggestion. It doesn't matter how old you are. You all play in the same league. So.
Yeah, so it's a as long I think the banter back and forth is good, and I think the banter from either side is fair. I think Trinity Rodman has every right, and also Trinity Rodman is like best friends with Ashley Sanchez. I think they're roommates. They might be.
Yeah, so she's clapping back for her homegirl.
You got to look after your
you're looking out for Shorty. I'm looking out for my homegirl. It's all the same.
Yeah, so you wonder.
Trust me, if someone came for my wife. I was like, yo, you leave Christian Polanco alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't you dare, bro.
I feel safe in his arms.
I ain't no nuzzle in, bro. Because I got you. I'll be your Luca De La Torre.
So, look, this is a...
Trish Murphy says, does geese thing mean something I don't know? I think it's like the old silly geese thing.
Right.
I hope so.
So, look, I got to say, this is great.
Crimson Pizza said, Alexis said it's street rules. You could come in my crew and anyone in my crew could jump in. Hey, bro, we ain't walking around alone is all I'm saying. You may not see them, but trust me, they see you, my G.
DJ31 said, quote unquote, the soccer. Come on, bro. Yeah, look, Glennon Doyle is like the fun aunt that is supporting soccer.
She's like the wine aunt. You know?
She's great. Shouts
to Dupsburg for using our emotes. If you want to use the emotes, become a member, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe some people, if you, maybe the Patreon is too much money, you can't afford it.
Fair.
You could join and be a member on YouTube, and we would appreciate the support. It's a little bit cheaper. Okay, but this, look, overall, when I saw this, I'm like, this is great. It's entertaining. Look, you can't take away anything from the fact that as far as Ali Krieger and Ashlyn Harris have changed the face of the NWSL and the Liga and U.S. women's soccer.
Yeah, they've advanced how players market themselves.
They are superstars, and people who don't even follow soccer know Ali and Ashlyn.
My wife is a big fan of both of them. Has never seen them play one sector of the sport. But that goes to this feels like a passing of the torch moment. We'll look back at this moment and say, like, this is where the previous generation of player were usurped, but where the younger generation of players sort of grasped a bit more leverage and a bit more control.
Sure.
And I'm excited to see Ashley Sanchez and Trinity Rodman do this, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, like a gang leader wants you to combat them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to take you down, but I respect you for having the balls to do this.
Yeah.
That's Ashlyn and Ali. They're like, good for you. Good for you, because that's what they would have done.
Okay. But you know what? The next game between the Washington Spirit and Gotham FC,
bruh,
this is what we...
Yeah, let's just say it's going to be either, a bag of crisps or French fries, because it's going to be chippy out there. You feel me?